Hello and welcome. I'm Bio, and I thought I'd have a look at some more Tokyo Extreme Racing games. After all this time, it's been a long while since I've had a look at Tokyo Extreme Racing as a series. There were a few games that I didn't look at, so I thought I would come back and look at those games. I don't know if I'm going to be looking at every single game. If I look at these games, I don't know if it counts as every single game in the Tokyo Extreme Racer series. I'm going to be looking at 5 games total. Hopefully they all work, but yeah, 5 games total over the next couple of weeks. Starting with Kaido Racer. So there's quite a lot of options. You even have like special cars. There's quite a lot of options in the Tokyo Extreme Racing series. So let's see what Toyotas they have. I have a Toyota myself. So, but you can see, can't you? Look, lines, no lines during the transition. It's because obviously it's an FMV sequence, the actual car going around. I doubt it's pre-rendered. It's not rendering in real time, more than likely. They have a Toyota Starlet. That's pretty nice. Someone at my workplace has one of those. The lines will go. But as you can see, the game looks very blurry now. To me, progressively more blurry, or immensely more blurry than it did previously. But now the lines are gone. So some games I have to play like this. Some allow me to play it with it looking really, really nice. It is what it is. You just gotta kind of live with it. I had a common complaint with Tokyo Extreme Racing Drift, and that was that. Just look at this turning. The car should not turn. Look at this. Why does the car turn like this? Why did you make the car turn like this? The car would not turn like this normally. It's weird. I'm gonna be comparing it to Horizon 4 because that's the racing game I'm playing at the moment. I'm gonna tell you one thing okay, the number one weird thing with this game. Number one weird thing. L1 is accelerate. Not A, not R2, L1. What kind of fucking retard decided that was a good idea? Just gonna call it out as it is. There's a reason why the A button, like they realized back in the day, the A button was not the correct button to have for acceleration in games, and they realized the R2 button is the right button, right? It's like realizing in a first-person shooter that the R1 button is the best button to pick for shooting the gun, whereas before the A button would have been the fucking shoot button or some stupid shit. But they figured that shit out very quickly though, didn't they? Oh, so triangle is the handbrake. What a weird control scheme. You're gonna see me suck ass at this, because again, I've never played this game before. It's very fucking weird controls. Like, people constantly say like, oh, you're just shit at the game. Yes, I am. I'm playing this for the first time, right? I have to kind of get used to the game. But then I also can judge the game on how easy and how quickly it is for me to learn how the game works, right? Because I'm going to be honest with you, funny enough, playing Horizon 4, haven't played Horizon 3. It's the first Forza Horizon game I've ever played, right? The last Forza game I played was Forza Motorsport 3, right? I played the first Horizon game I've played properly, because I had a go on Horizon 3 and I didn't like Horizon 3. I had a go on it around a friend's house. I played it like once around a friend's house for about an hour, and I didn't like it. So with Horizon 4, we've reached the goal already. With Horizon 4, I can judge how quickly did it take me to get used to that game. Immensely quickly, because it gives you a few cars to pick from when you first start. It has a variety of different races, but when you're actually racing, the cars actually have the correct weight, they have the correct turning based on the car you're using, and it doesn't feel like you're playing some weird fucking thing. And it just feels just feels right. Just feels like, oh my god, this racing is exactly as it should feel. But then you have something like, then you play another racing game, something like this, and you're like, this just does not feel right. Oh, okay. It seems like you think this is a stark contrast between the two cars. This is a massive fucking car to be driving in this small fucking road. Like, the Bluebird is a very long vehicle, by the way. Again, I used to own one. They are fucking long old vehicles. And mine was like, I had the saloon. I didn't have the hatchback. The hatchback was more common. You'll find in the UK. Try looking for a saloon. You won't come across it. But there we go. We're drifting now. We're drifting because we have the fucking R3 button. And there we go. Actually, there you go. The drifting's okay. It's fine. But my major complaint: why the fuck would you have the R3 button be the drift button? What fucking retard thought that was a good idea? Boy, you are turning. You are fucking turning. Right? You are turning around a corner. You suddenly put the fucking handbrake on. You're sliding. You fucking sliding, boy. This car don't slide. This guy not sliding. You're fucking sliding. Like, you're turning. You put that handbrake on. You're sliding. Here, right? Right, there you go. He actually did do a little bit of a slide there. Fine. God damn it. What are you doing? What is this game? You see me crash because the car... like, I just crashed because the turning is not doing what it's supposed to do. It's just... It's like I play Forza Horizon 4 and I'm like, this is completely accurate. I'm driving around in a Toyota MR2 Mark 1. And yeah, I may not own a Toyota MR2 Mark 1, but I've driven one. Fuck me, that's a powerful car right there. For the little car it is, it's fucking powerful. Fucking lot of power in that little car. That was fucking horrible to drive, if I'm honest with you. But then again, it had no power steering, so... If a car hasn't got power steering, fuck me, you're going to have a tough time. Fair enough if you like this game, but weird control scheme. L1 is accelerate and R3 is drift. The drifting is fine when you actually successfully perform one, but unfortunately the turning does not do it any favors. The turning is not good. The turning is not good. It really is not good. Kaido Racer 2. The same plugin settings as previously because, again, don't want the lines going across the screen. Yeah, same kind of... I'm always going to go with Toyota because I'm always curious to see what cars they have Toyota-wise. Are they going to have the same cars as before? So far, I'm seeing similar cars. There is more Starlets. There's 39 cars. It seems there's more cars than I think previously. Truno. How many versions of the fucking Truno are we going to have in here? We have quite a few versions of the 11, apparently. Alright, the A button is accelerate this time around. So why was it L1 in the previous game, but it's A in here? Okay. I'm not going to ask questions. I don't know if this car's really built for drifting, which it's interesting. Again, this is purposely a drift game, because look at the courses, right? Purposely drift. But maybe this car is not suited for drift. But then again, why would you include it? Why would you include this car? This car is clearly for straights, right? That's why in Wagan Midnight, there we go, I had a little bit more of a decent drift, kind of. But this still doesn't really feel like this car is really necessary for drift. Look. I'm gonna be honest, I prefer this. This is better. The turning is not as fucking dog shit as it was in the previous game. Obviously, again, the drifting is the kind of thing you'd have to get used to, but all roads lead to legend. Do they now? Which I can understand why critics wouldn't like it. You gotta realize, oh yeah, critics, they give the game a bad rep. They have to play the game in a set amount of time, then review the game, right? There is no reason you, as a game developer, you can't make your game more user-friendly. There is no fucking reason, right? There's no reason. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna take away the start menu in Windows. I'm gonna take it away. Off you go. But I can't open these programs now. I don't have them. I don't have a desktop icon. Oh no, you don't have desktop icons either. You got to find the program, and you got to open the program. No start menu. No desktop icons. Oh yeah, you also can't access your folder. What the fuck kind of shit's that? What do you mean I can't do that? There you go. I've taken away stuff that I would consider, and most people consider, user-friendly. Yeah? To make the whole entire you using Windows an easier process, right? That is my argument when it comes to video games as well. There's no reason you can't make the game more accessible. The game more... I'm not talking about easier. I'm just make it play easier. I don't know. If fucking Dark Souls can do it, I can play Dark Souls. Fucking Dark Souls has a very, very good way of teaching you how to play the game. And people meme and say, "Oh, it's get good, get good." It's not get good. You don't have to get good. There is numerous playstyles that you can play. Numerous. Right? But this game doesn't have that. This game, it's just throw you in the deep end, hope for the fucking best. And it's not like you can try and change, like, oh, maybe if I change this. No, each of the cars play almost the same. Like, you pick a... Well, it's not. I think it's down to speed. Like, I'm going 140. All the cars go around this corner at the same way at 140 kilometers an hour. I feel like I'd play this game for 5 hours and still not understand what the fuck. Still, most of the drifting would be flukes. That's not a good sign. But hey, that might be just me. So maybe I'm just that shit. Probably. Street Supremacy for the PlayStation Portable, the PSP. Might as well have a look. Oh my word, that looks really nice. Look at that model for the PSP. That looks pretty good. Obviously, why am I not surprised that AE86 is here? Oh, and the Fair Lady? Okay. I imagine there's going to be less cars here. They're not even giving you like a... It's interesting how they're not actually even giving you a manufacturer. So this is a very small, tight-knit number of cars. MX-5, the Celica, Mazda RX-8, Altezza, fucking whatever that is. Okay, so I have to change the gears myself. You don't really see the Toyota Crown Athlete in many games, I assure you. But the game looks pretty decent. Car looks really thin. I don't know why is that. It might be just the perspective. So yeah, there's no manual, there's no automatic gears. So you can also kind of just cruise a little bit. There you go, just cruise for a little bit there. Oh, I forgot. Those buttons speed the game up. So look behind. The crown looks nice. Again, most of the Tokyo Extreme Racing series is all mostly highways, and that's what I like. I like that. There's a few turns here and there, but not many. This is why this series needs to come back. Like, at least they could do a Tokyo Extreme Racer remake or something. Genki is still about as a developer, aren't they? I don't know. But yeah, I haven't really got much else to say. The turning is fine. It's only slight, but even the slight turning, it turns how you'd expect it to turn. 26 seconds over, but then again, I guess normally I'd be going faster. Oh, you see me coasting there with the changing gears down. Don't know if that's better or not. You see me smashing a lot, but I don't understand the braking. The brake, I can't get my head around the braking. I don't feel like square is the correct button, but then again, there's no other button, so I don't know. I honestly don't know. There's no other button I could fucking pick. Yeah, I don't get what I don't know if I'm supposed to be drifting or I don't know if there's... I imagine so, because there was drifting in Import Tuna Challenge, but it was quite technical, the drifting, quite hard to do, and I struggled with it. I imagine this is probably just the same. I'm just struggling with the drifting, more than likely. So yeah, I'm going to be honest with you though, I would have loved this game as a kid. Having that on the PSP, would have loved it. But yeah, trying to come across it in the UK. But I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known looking at it. So yeah, a lot of fun. Quite good. And I'm going to be looking at the Japanese exclusive Shutokou Battle Gaiden Super Technic Challenge. The square button is fucking go. Of course it is. I like how he sped off. This is a drift section, apparently. Oh, fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Oh, my God. I'm in the dirt. I'm in the dirt, boys. Oh, God. What is this? Not particularly good with the old drift section. It kind of does it automatically, right? 66. I got a score of 66 for that drift. So is drifting a main point of the game? 125 apparently for that drift. Even though it was fucking terrible. So yeah, the game seems alright. The drifting would take a little bit of getting used to. You don't brake, by the way. It just kind of goes into it. The handling of the car is interesting. See, there you go. It just kind of goes into it. You just kind of slide. Fucking did a better drift there than I did around the drift sections. How was that 177? That was fucking... this judge is clearly high. He's either high or drunk. One of the fucking two. Yeah, I have to honestly say, it's not too bad, this. Don't know why they didn't release this in the West. Maybe it's because of the whole story element with Japanese characters. Maybe that's the reason why. Possibly. It's hard to tell, isn't it? Finish! Didn't beat him. I didn't beat the bloke. Well, of course I wasn't going to beat him, but it seems okay. Interesting how you don't press a button to drift, it just does it automatically. Interesting mechanic. You would eventually get used to it. I would get used to it. And that is Shutokou Battle R for the PlayStation 1. So this one's more... obviously, as you saw, the last one we looked at, Gaiden, it probably has had more... Because it's got Gaiden in the name. It's Chronicles, basically, what Gaiden is in Japanese, isn't it? It probably had quite an in-depth story mode. And that, again, that's why it probably had Gaiden. It's like a side story in the name. Obviously, this is just a standard Shutokou battle game. You know, you're on the motorway, dual carriageway, whatever it may be, highway, as I guess you'd call it in America and probably in Japan as well. And you're just chilling, you're just driving. Yeah, I honestly don't have much to say about this. It's unfortunate that I don't have much to say about the final Tokyo Extreme Racing game I'm playing, but it's just, yeah, it's the standard. It's just good. It's just, you know, fine. Oh my god! We're drifting, boys! What the fuck? Did you see that? We just drifted. I didn't even know how I did that. But that was fantastic. Oh, that music. Okay, you can drift. I don't know how I did it. Didn't press anything different. Just, I guess I turned a bit too hard and it caused me to drift. But look at that. I didn't fucking even know I went into the drift unintentionally. Didn't crash or anything, did I? So that's very good. Probably just a fluke, but still. Yeah, it's okay. I haven't really got much else to say about it. It's just a good racing game for, you know, highway racing game for the PS1.